Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how it's never over till you make it over with the narcissist. And this is what a lot of people don't realize. They're still hoping for some clarity from the narcissist, which they will never, ever, ever get. You'll never get clarity. You'll never get closure from a narcissist. A narcissist will waste your time, waste years of your life, okay? So you have to be the one to end it because the narcissist will keep you around. And this is one of the biggest questions I get from people. They say, well, if they're not into me, why do they stay around? A lot of times they'll say something like, well, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. Well, yeah, you would if you're getting something out of the person. Yeah, you would be there. Maybe you're living in somebody's house. Maybe you're getting money off them. Maybe they're cooking and cleaning for you. Maybe they're giving you a lot of attention. So yeah, a narcissist would be with someone even if they didn't really care about them because they're using them for something. This is what a lot of people don't realize. I didn't realize it. When I was involved with a narcissist, I used to say to myself, well, if he's really not into the relationship, why is he still calling me? He must care, right? No, he was there because he was trying to use me for something. And this is what people don't realize. The narcissist is using you for something. Narcissists are not there necessarily because they care about you. What they care about is what you're doing for them or what they're getting from you. And that could be even attention, like I said before. It could be attention, it could be money, it could be sex. Or, it's just ego boost, knowing that you're there, knowing you care, okay? So it's never going to end until you make it end, okay? And this is what people have a hard time with. This is like the reverse discard, okay? Because with a reverse discard, when a narcissist gets you to a point of a reverse discard where you let the narcissist go, because they basically have checked out of the relationship emotionally with you. They're not telling you this. They pretend to be all in. This is what covert narcissists do. They pretend to be in the relationship when they're really not in the relationship. They're still calling you. They may see you from time to time, but they're cold. They're distant, okay? And you're getting nothing out of the relationship. You're feeling very much alone, all right? They may come to see you, but it's like they're just a body in the room. You don't feel connected with that person. You don't feel the love from that person. You may not be even having sex with that person because they make excuses why they can't have sex or why they don't want to have sex. So, but then they tell you, oh, they love you. Oh, they care about you. Well, that's all a lie. Because if they don't want to be close with you, they don't want to be intimate with you, they don't want to have sex with you, they're not all into you. They're there for other reasons. So why are you going to be with somebody who's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out? You don't, okay? Because this person is wasting your time, wasting your life when you could be doing other things or being with someone else, all right? And this is one of the biggest crimes a narcissist commits. Time wasters. They are time wasters. They use a lot of your valuable years up, okay, pretending that they're in the relationship when they're not. Those are years that you could have been with somebody else, okay, or met somebody else. And later on, if you wait too long and you hang on to that narcissist and then you let them go later, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to regret all that time you missed out on. You're going to regret the time that you gave to the narcissist when you could have been giving it to someone else or been doing something else. So the minute that you see that somebody is not all in or their energy doesn't match your energy is the minute you got to say, not today, Satan. I'm dealing with a time waster. I'm dealing with somebody who's saying one thing, but not showing me that they're really all in, okay? And I gotta break loose from this. I gotta break loose from this, or I'm gonna be in an unloved, relationship, and it's just, it's gonna eat away at you. You're gonna feel like there's a problem with you. You're gonna sit there. You're gonna say, oh, is it the way I look? Is it the way I act? Is it the way I am in the bedroom? You're going to be trying to get them thirsty for you again. The only problem is they're not going to get thirsty for you again unless they want something out of you. So it's going to chip away at your self-esteem, your self-worth, because you're going to feel like there's a problem with you. When really, there's no problem with you. The problem is you're with the wrong person. You're with a narcissist who doesn't appreciate you. So you've got to have the strength to walk away from somebody who is not all in. Not all in, okay? And it's going to be up to you to end it. Your proof is what they show you, not what comes out of their mouth, because this is where the cognitive dissonance comes into play, where they sit there and they tell you one thing, oh, I care about you. If I didn't really care about you, I wouldn't be here, okay? Or they'll say something like, I don't need to be here, okay? I had a narcissist do this with me one time. Oh, I don't need to be here, okay? That's their way of saying to you, like, you should be so grateful I'm even here because I could be with someone else. Anytime a narcissist says something like that, trust and believe it's because they have somebody else. So what they're saying is, I don't need to be here because I have somebody else, but I'm here, all right? But they're not telling you about the someone else. But that's what that means. That means that they have somebody else that they could be bouncing to, or that they do bounce to, but they're not telling you. They're keeping you around, all right? You're part of the rotation. So, you guys, why are you putting up with that, okay? You deserve better. You deserve better, okay? And this is the problem, okay? And I am, I was victim to this as well. It's very hard because the narcissist plays with your feelings, plays with your emotions. You feel disconnected from them when they're around you. There may be, their head is in the TV, their head is in the phone, their head is in a video game. And, you feel very much alone. But the thing is, you feel like, well, what do I do about this situation? They're telling me they care about me, but they're not showing me, or they make excuses why they can't see you. Oh, sorry, I got to work this weekend, or I got to help my mother or my cousin or my uncle out this weekend, okay? People that care about you want to be around you, all right? Understand this. It's not what comes out of that narcissist's mouth. It's what they show you. You've got to trust your gut, trust what you're feeling. What are you feeling? Are you feeling the love from that person? If you're not feeling the love from that person, then there is no fucking love, okay? Then whatever they're telling you are lies. So, if you're not feeling that love, then there is no love. But they'll make you feel that love in the beginning. That's when they'll make you feel that love. But the thing is, it's not love. It's lust and it's fantasy. And that's the difference. And lust never lasts, okay? So it was never love with the narcissist. I did a reel on this. It was 99% of the time, you guys, it was lust. It was lust. You were lusting that narcissist. You were loving the way they were making you feel. But it wasn't real love, because love is something that grows over a period of time. Love is sacrificing for somebody. You love that person so much, you'd sacrifice for them, okay? It's like when you love your kids, you'll sacrifice for them. You'll stay up all night with somebody who's sick, a sick kid. You'll go out of your way to do things for them, drive them here, or help them there, because you love them and you sacrifice for them. But see, the difference with the narcissist is, you don't get that from a narcissist, okay? You don't get that kind of love from them. What you get is, lust. Let's jump into bed. And you're thinking that's love, okay? Or they're filling up your heads with lies. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to have a great big house. Oh, we're going to go on vacation on the south of France. Oh, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to help you with that, okay? These are just words. These are just words, okay? So don't hold on to a relationship that's based on just words of a narcissist. So it's got to be you that ends it, because you have to realize what you deserve, okay? And even being alone, a lot of people are afraid to be alone. Stop being afraid to be alone. You're alone with that narcissist, only it's worse. It's worse because they're tying you up and taking away your freedom from doing other things that could, benefit your life, working on your house, spending time with your friends and family. Your time is tied up with a person who is not all in. Or you could be meeting other people. This is what happened to me. I'm speaking from experience. I was trauma bonded to the malignant narcissist at a period of time, and it stopped me from being with somebody that I should have been with, okay? Because I was trauma bonded to this person. I had a hard time. I couldn't let go. It took a while before I was able to break that trauma bond. It takes time to break a trauma bond. It's not an overnight process because I had never been through something like that before. I had never experienced anything like that before. I didn't realize there was such snaky people in the world, or that people would use somebody for something like a supply. Like it's incomprehensible to a lot of people, like why a narcissist even does these things, right? Like, who does this? Who pretends to love somebody when they really don't love somebody because they want a supply of attention, or they want a supply of money or sex or a place to stay? Who does that, right? This is incomprehensible to a normal person. And that's why it's hard to break that trauma bond, because you're still thinking to yourself, oh, they must have cared about me. Oh, and you're thinking about the times that they did show you they cared about you. But it was all an act because they were after something. It was not genuine. That's the difference. It wasn't genuine, you guys, because if it was genuine, it wouldn't have broke down the way it did. They wouldn't have run cold. Somebody who was genuine with you would never go stone cold and discard you stone cold. Never. Just the fact that they discard you coldly shows you that they never really fucking cared. It was an act, because nobody who truly, truly cares can do that, okay? So that shows you they really didn't care. They were there for the supply. And it's up to you to figure out what the supply was that they were after. Were they after, sex? Were they after an ego boost? After money? Were they after just hanging out in your house and bed and breakfast time? A lot of them do that. A lot of them, like to come to your place, hang out, lay across especially if you have a nice place. And it's like a little vacation for them, okay? A little vacation for them. They like to cook in your kitchen. They love, or you cook. They love it. They love to get out of where they are, especially the broke, busted narcissists. They love to hang out in other people's cribs. They love it. Like I said, it's a little mini vacation for them, all right? But they're not there for you. They're not there for you. They're there for whatever they're getting the benefit of, okay? So it's up to you to end it with the narcissist. And the way you do this is you cut them off cold, okay? You cut them off cold. The minute that you realize that narcissist is not all in, they're pretending to be all in, or that they're toxic, or that they're playing games. I always say, when they start playing games, you don't have to respect that person. The minute that somebody plays games with you, you don't have to respect that person. I always say, the minute that you're dealing with a toxic person is the minute that you never have to explain or defend yourself, okay? Because, they're playing you for a jerk. So, you know what? What you're going to do is you're going to cut them off cold. You're going to ice them out. That's what you're going to do. That's your direct message to them, that I see what you are. I don't have to explain myself. I know you're toxic, and now I don't deal with you. And trust me when I tell you, they're going to know when you run cold on them or run silent on them. They know why you're running silent, because at that point, they know that you know what they are, okay? And that's when you may get the re-love bombing again. They may try to re-love bomb you, try to draw you back in and everything. But don't be a sucker and don't fall for that. Okay? That's just a game they're playing to get you to sweat them again and care about them again, because they're going to turn evil again after that, once they know they got you back in, all right? So don't be a fool, okay? Don't let them do that to you again. So, once you have to end it. You have to end it. And that means complete no contact. The only way to get over a narcissist and to have your peace is no contact whatsoever. Okay? If they reach out to you, no response. All right? If they reach out to your friends or your family, you tell your friends and family to block them, no response. Tell them don't respond to them, and you don't respond to them. Okay? You've got to ice these people out. Let them know you're serious. You mean business. You're not about to, have anybody play with your head or play games with you again. And the best way to do that is to go completely, just run totally dark on them, run cold on them. And they understand that because that's their MO. They understand that. But the difference is you're doing it for your sanity. You're doing it to let them know, I will no longer engage with you because you have wasted enough of my time, and I won't let you waste one other minute of my time. I won't give you one breath of one word out of my mouth because of all the time you wasted, okay? Wasted my time and wasted my life. So you will never get me again, okay? This is the way I am, you guys. Like with the narcissists that have done, me bad or something like that, my karma to them is that you'll never get me again. You'll never get me again. The only way you'll ever get me is if you get a court order for have me appear in court, in which case you'll be dealing with my lawyer. You won't be dealing with me, okay? So I'll never ever speak to you another word again. I'll never deal with you. I'll never give you a minute of my time again because I saw that you were either playing games with me or you were wasting my time. And, that's it. That's mad disrespect. That's exactly what that is. That's mad disrespect. They're playing you for a fool, for a jerk, okay? Once you realize that is the minute that you run completely cold, ice them out, and that's it. And the other thing is you cannot have contact with anybody that is in contact with the narcissist. And if you do have to have contact, because not everybody can cut those ties of the people in between, it could be a family situation or some other situation, then you have to gray rock these people and not tell them anything about your life that gets back to the narcissist, okay? So this is what it is, you guys. Once you feel that person is not all in, or they start to devalue you, have you forgotten who the fuck you are? You're going to let this person devalue you? Not today, Satan. No, you're going to run dark. You're going to run cold on them. You're going to show them that you respect yourself, and you're not going to let anybody talk to you or devalue you ever again. You're going to completely disengage. The minute somebody starts to devalue you, there's one or two ways you can handle that. You could either say something to them, like, if you ever talk to me like that again, you and I will not be talking. Or you say nothing and you just walk away, okay? That's even more powerful. That's letting them know, no, not today, Satan. I see what you're trying to do, okay? So the bottom line is, this person's devaluing you. This person's playing games with you. This person's wasting your time. This person's not giving you the love and affection that you deserve. Not today, Satan. It's time to kick them to the curb, all right? Kick them to the curb because they will waste your time, waste your life, and string you along for months, for years. And just because somebody tells you they love you doesn't mean they fucking love you. For anyone out there who doesn't realize that, okay? Because people lie all the time. And especially a narcissist will lie and tell you, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. And because you want it so bad, you melt, you give in, you let things go. But guess what? You're just digging a hole for yourself because that person is playing your emotions. They're manipulating you. Well, like me and my girlfriend used to say this all the time with these narcissists that we used to encounter. When they used to say, oh, I love you, I love you. We used to say, we used to play them right back and say, oh, love you too, love you too, love you too. And they used to laugh, right? Or you say to them, oh yeah, you love me? Prove it. Show me that you love me. Show me over time with your actions and your behaviors that you love me, because I don't go by what comes out of somebody's mouth, okay? It's like when you go into a court of law, A judge is not necessarily going to go by what comes out of somebody's mouth. What they're going to say is, prove it. Prove it. Show me by what you're saying that you can back it up. Show me the proof, okay? See, a narcissist can't prove it because it's not real, okay? It's not real. So I'm going on my tangent this morning, okay? Because I'm getting passionate thinking about this. You guys, you've got to be the one to end it because they won't end it. And you've got your closure is all the crappy things that narcissist did to you. How they talked badly, how they ghosted on you, how they withhold love and affection from you, how they triangulated with other people to try to put you down, okay? How they gaslit you and tried to play you for a jerk. They thought you were a jerk by gaslighting you, that you wouldn't see through their game. Well, now you see through their game. Now you know what they are. And now you're never going to allow somebody to play these kind of head games with you. Now you respect yourself. So that means you're walking away. You're walking away with your head up and you're going to say, it wasn't what I thought it was. They weren't who I thought they were. And I've got to accept it. I've got to accept it. And in time, I'm going to heal. The longer I go no contact, the stronger I become. And this is what the narcissist doesn't realize when they come back, long time down the pike. When they come back later on, they see you're strong and their tricks don't work on you anymore because you've learned to live without them. And you will. You lived before the narcissist and you most certainly will live after the narcissist without them, okay? I am living proof of this. And not only am I doing this, I'm doing this where I'm in a situation where I have two autistic kids, which is not easy, and I'm still able to do it. And I'm telling you, if I could get my strength, you can get your strength, okay? So don't let anybody waste your time, okay? And waste your life away because there's nothing worse than wasted. You can get a lot of things back in your life. You hear that saying, you can get money back, you can get other material possessions back, but the one thing you can't ever get back is your time and also your health. And that's another thing. They will wear down your health and affect your physical health. I did a podcast on how they affect your physical health. Go back, do a search on my YouTube channel about health issues narcissists cause, okay? So save your life and save your health and walk away and end it and have no contact. Don't say one word to that narcissist, not one fucking word to them. They don't deserve one word out of your mouth, okay? You'll be okay. Trust me when I tell you, you'll be okay with time, with education, with therapy, with support systems, with getting your life busy. You'll be okay, all right? I got to go. I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button. Share the video. Share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com. I have limited time, you guys. It's been a real busy summer, okay? Because I have this other project. Also, check out my Facebook at The Game EXP123. Instagram is The Game EXP123. And TikTok is The Game Exposed. And have a great day, you guys. And remember who you are, okay?